Bhagavad Gītā Om Jaya Bhagavad Gītā Hariya Kamala Viharini Hariya Kamala Viharini.
Okay. So now I invite Miss Gayle Murphy. Please introduce yourself and first correct my pronunciation, whether I'm pronouncing your name correctly or not. Please introduce.
Radhe.
Radhe, please. You're welcome.
Namaste. My name is Gayle Murphy. I think you're quite close with your pronunciation, so thank you very much. I'm from England, so it's a little bit of a different name, a Celtic name. So thank you so much for allowing me to speak and for finding the space in the program for me to share now. I came towards the Bhagavad Gītā and the Vedic teachings about 20 years ago. I was going through a big personal depression. I was very young, in my 20s, and very lost. And I found the Bhagavad Gītā and yoga and meditation, and it changed everything in my life. I learned about the concept of oneness around God and the connection of everything. And it really changed my whole experience of life, and the daily practice of yoga and chanting really changed my mind and changed how I was living. And then I traveled around the world doing different practices and still following the Vedic teachings, but doing many different groups. And then I came across Prabhu Dhamayasa as a big blessing when I went to Bali and stayed at the ashram and had some very profound experiences in the temples there and at the ashram itself. And it healed me from many of my addictions and problems in the mind. So I feel very, very blessed to be sharing today and just to have come across these teachings in my life. So blessings to all and thanks to God for this coming into my life. So last year I spoke about the slokas regarding kind of renunciation of actions to God, because that was something that was very alive in me. And this year I feel that with everything in the world and going on in my life, I feel rather imperfectly human at the moment. So I have a different sloka this year that's really guiding me, which is the chapter 2, verse 14. O son of Kunti, heat and cold, joy and sorrow, all happen as a result of the contact of the senses with the object. Everything that appears and disappears is temporary. O descendant of Bharata, accept all these things without being shaken. And this sloka, I feel, really resonates with me a lot at the moment as a prayer to especially what is going on in the world, but also my own life and distractions as a human for the material objects that we come across, and how we feel that often our desires or our happiness or our temporary joy that we might feel in the material world, really when we come into silence and meditation and into the practice with the fire, they don't compare. And these things are things that I pray to be reminded of every day in humbleness. And so for me, I just wanted to share that sloka. It felt very resonant and powerful for me in these times, especially with Corona and everything that's going on. Also, just to stay in the remembrance of really who we are and what we're connected to. So thank you so much for letting me share today. It's a beautiful conference. I've managed to catch snippets of it during the day. So thank you so much, and blessings to all from God.
Thank you so much, Gayle Murphy, for your brief and wonderful presentation. And you have very honestly, you said that the association of Prabhu Dharmayasa and also Bhagavad Gītā has transformed your life.
Yes, very much.
You started understanding God and oneness with everybody or with the universe, and that changed. And you quoted the excellent stanza from chapter 2, 14th chapter, 14th verse. If I am right, that is a matra sparshast kaunteya Sitoshna Sukha Dukkhaja,
Sukha Dukkada,
Sukha Dukkada, Agama Payuno,
Payunanityas,
Kanstitikshasva Bharata, something like that. Bharata, word comes there, or descendant of Bharata. So these are excellent things are there in Bhagavad Gita, and you have from England, you
Yes.
went to Bali and understood all these things, and it is a wonderful thing that when you transformed your life and when you understood this philosophy, I think there is no break, and there is nobody can, because once we understand this philosophy, I think we become very universal. Nobody can stop us, and that's why what Shantideva says that Dukkham hantum sukham praptum ye bhramanti mudhambare taireta dharma sarvasvam chittam guptam na bhavit. See, sometimes we wander here and there for the pleasures, and but what Shantideva says, real pleasure is in your mind. And those who are wandering here and there for different kinds of happiness and pleasures, they could not understand, realize that their mind is real happiness. It's abode of blissfulness. So Bhagavad Gita also says about this mind, how to control the mind. Arjuna clearly asks Krishna how to control the mind. And very clearly he puts his question. It is very, very fickle. You say that to control, and to at least, some people don't like this control of the mind, channel the mind. Because some people say that you cannot control the mind ultimately. This, when during my lecture in Nalanda recently, some scholars asked me how to control the mind. I say, that's okay. That is why Shantideva uses bhavita. Bhavitam is not really control, actually channelizing mind. It's diverting mind from this impermanent world to the permanent entity, permanent reality. So when we do this, all our sufferings will disappear. Thank you for enlightening us with your experiences and thoughts. And we wanted to hear more and more from you, and next year we will listen from you. And now, Prabhu, who
yes,
is
you get to Miss Larissa.
Hari Pada Prema Janaka Abana